Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available New Year's Eve 2022, the album Dad AF. Rock on gold dust. Boost! One last beast before the year is over. Beast! Woman! How are you guys doing today? Well, my husband and I are in Mexico for New Year's Eve. We're having a fantastic time. But as you can see, this happens to me on every trip. I got a little burnt yesterday. People are always like, Peter, wear the sunscreen, take care of your skin and all of this. I try, you guys. Like, I try so hard, and I tried to stay out of the sun yesterday. I tried to do my best, and I still got so burnt yesterday. So I am in no hurry to get down to the beach. My husband is already, he got a little streaky actually yesterday from applying his sunscreen, but I am not in any hurry to get down to the beach today. He's got chairs right down there. And so I'm going to film, I think, 2 videos today because there was actually a video that I wanted to film just kind of talking about the last year. And, you know, I love to do videos over here where I talk about like my recovery and I do like a whole video just dedicated to that, or talking about grief every once in a while. I keep most of those videos for my vlog or my Peterisms channel, but I like to do videos that are kind of like, for me, heartfelt videos every once in a while, just for you guys that have been so dedicated to watching this channel, and I really, really appreciate you. And as, you know, I come to the year's end, it just makes me even appreciate you more that I get to, and I say this a lot, but I really, really mean this. You know, I'm 50 years old, and I get to get up every single day and do something, even on vacation, and do something that I absolutely love. And that's just the coolest thing in the entire world. And that's because you guys watch my videos. So thank you so much. So yeah, so I have another video that I was like, kind of like planning to do. And when we were coming down here, like on the plane, I was kind of like outlining what I wanted to say on there. Just kind of like looking at the year in review and everything that I've learned in the last year and things like that. So I may make that video next, just like sitting right here, depending on if my legs die on me from sitting on the floor or not, or if they remain. But anyway, I didn't think I'd have a drama video to post today. I have to tell you what is funny about this. Okay, so Jeffree Star sounded off yesterday. Everybody's already made this video, but I'm gonna put my 2 cents in about it, okay? I have to tell you what is funny about this. So, Jeffree Star, you know, right in the 11th hour of going into 2023, he drops this big, huge bomb, right? This big, huge drama bomb, which kind of doesn't surprise me because I think Jeffree Star is somebody, you know, he wants to talk about how he's changed and all this stuff. And, you know, when you change over time and you grow up, you kind of find that you don't have this need to constantly be stirring up drama or saying things, you know, and whatever. And so the fact that he drops this at the 11th hour right before going into New Year's 2023 kind of cracks me up a little bit. It's like he just can't shut his mouth. Like he has to always be saying something, you know? So, and I'm just going to give you my 2 cents today because listen, I'm burnt, I'm crispy, and I haven't had enough coffee today. So you're going to get my real opinion today about all of this, all right? I know that those are people over there that are like, oh, Jeffree, we're so happy you escaped the Illuminati. Oh, please. If the Illuminati's around, okay, they're concerned with the Kardashians. They're not concerned with Jeffree Star, and that's what worries him the most. But anyway, I was thinking about March when I was a little kid, like in elementary school, you know, like 1st grade, kindergarten. And I remember that when we would, like the beginning of going into March, we would do these paper plates. I don't know if you guys remember this, but on one side of it, you would put like cotton balls and you would make like a lamb, okay? Like you would make a picture of a lamb with cotton balls. And on the other side of it, you would use like yellow string and you would make a picture of a lion. And then you would hang it on the end of your desk. And every day that came in, you know, if it was nice weather outside, you would turn it to the lamb. And if it was like nasty weather outside, you would turn it to the lion, right? Like that depicted the weather. And the saying goes, like, if you go into March like a lion, it will go out like a lamb, okay? Or if it comes in like a lamb, it will go out like a lion. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that saying before. But that was like this exercise that we did. Maybe I only did it one time as a kid, but I don't know why it stuck with me all these years. I also remember this wreath that we made out of tissue paper and wire hanger. No wire hanger! Because I'm not one of your fans. But I don't know why I always remember these. And I also remember going to the Covered Bridge Festival in 4th grade, and I got rock candy, and I didn't have any friends, and I just walked around by myself, and then they almost couldn't go back because they didn't have me for the bus. Why is it we remember these things from childhood? I don't know, but these were the things that defined my life. Going in like a lion, coming out like a lamb. Well, I kind of think of 2023 that way as well, right? So here it is on the 11th hour of going out of 2022. There's really been no drama that's been going on. And Jeffree Star drops this at the last minute. So I guess we're going to be going into 2023 like a lion, which means next year we'll probably go out like a lamb. There probably will be absolutely no drama whatsoever. And I don't know, maybe this is his New Year's gift to all of us. So this is what happened, okay? Hold on a second, I need just a little bit of water. I need to be hydrating like crazy. Okay. By the way, if you didn't know this, my favorite chapstick of life is from Treat. And this one is actually marshmallow cream, and it's so good. I bought my cousin orange flavored one, and I got Tanya Jean, my best friend, another one for Christmas. I can't remember the other ones I got. But anyway, so Jeffree Star started tweeting this yesterday, okay? 5 days ago, he tweeted, "Merry Christmas, everyone. I got myself 4 camels to add to the Star Yak Ranch and join my family. I'm already obsessed with these super smart, long-legged, gentle creatures," of which, if you haven't watched my previous videos about that, he named them Big Mac, Whopper, In-N-Out Burger, and Quarter Pounder with cheese and fries. When I tell you how many people thought that that was really what he named those, which, you know, incidentally, ironically, he is somebody that would kind of like, you know, because so many people are coming for him being like, "Are you going to eat the camels too?" And so he probably would name them something like that just to be funny, you know, or he'd think it was funny. Okay, so 23 hours ago, he posts, "What a crazy effing year. I escaped the Illuminati in 2021 and they still haven't killed me. Every day I wake up grateful." Okay, now I have to tell you what is so interesting to me about this, as soon as I read the first tweet that he put out, because, you know, it's interesting to me when I get sent a lot of stuff. Jaclyn Hill is somebody that I actually get sent quite a bit of stuff about from people. Like, they'll screenshot her Instagram stories and things that she's, you know, putting out. She doesn't really tweet out a whole lot anymore. But Jaclyn Hill is somebody that people send me stuff about all the time. Jeffree Star is actually somebody that people send me stuff about all the time. When I tell you that my DM started getting flooded with comments from people, and they're being like, I can just go in there right now and read them to you. People being like, "Peter, we need to know what you think. Peter, what in the world?" Somebody said, that's from Erica. "Hey, Erica, how are you?" Hold on a second. Oh, that's from a Reddit thread. People send me tea all the time. I love it. So anyway, I got all these comments from different people saying all these different things to me. Okay, all these people are sending me photos. Kate sent me one. I mean, on and on and on. There's just all these people sent me all of these, like, "What do you think about this? Oh my God, I need to know what you think about this." And I'm like, well, what's interesting to me about this is that if you remember like 2 to 3 years ago when I was doing drama commentary about Jeffree Star and all of them, I joked about them being in the Illuminati. I joked about it. I never fully believed anything about that, okay? Or that the Illuminati was coming for Jeffree Star. I didn't believe it then, and I don't believe it now. So anyway, like, at that time that I said that, everybody was like, "You are so stupid for even putting this out there in the universe. Like, how dare you say that about Jeffree? And Jeffree's not in the Illuminati, and nobody's trying to come for him in the Illuminati and whatever." Okay, let's just go forward 2 to 3 years, where now Jeffree Star puts that out, and because you are all so quick to ride his dick, yeah, I said it, okay? That's 25 cents for the cuss jar. But all you Jeffree Star fans are so quick to ride his dick that you want to sit there and actually tweet or comment back when it's tweet, "Oh my God, Jeffree, I'm so glad you escaped the Illuminati." The same people that came for me 2 to 3 years ago and said there's no truth to this whatsoever, how dare you? You need to repent your sins. But you're not a Christian! Gargoyles! Ouija boards. The people that always come for me and tell me, like, how dare you say this, and how, they never come back and say, oh, like, I'm sorry that I said that, you were right. I was right. I was. I can admit when I'm wrong, trust me. I don't have a problem admitting when I'm wrong. Can you? Like, I think maybe that's a lesson. We need to stop gaslighting and using that word. We need to stop using the word narcissist in 2023. I think what we need to start doing in 2023 is taking responsibility for our actions, admitting when we're wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that might make a little bit better of a world. So anyway, so he puts this out there. I did go off on a little bit of a tangent rant there, didn't I, for a second? Well, we're going into the new year and I'm burnt. Like I said, I'm a little crispy. So he put that out there. Oh, what a effing year. I escaped the Illuminati in 2021 and they still haven't killed me. Every day I wake up grateful. Well, what exactly, knowing what I know about the Illuminati, and I'm somebody that's actually, embarrassingly so, read quite a bit about the Illuminati and watched, I cannot stop cussing in this video. I watched a ton of videos about the Illuminati. I've read a lot of books about, what is it that the Illuminati, why would they be interested in Jeffree Star? You know, when you look at the Illuminati and that they, you know, their background of, you know, coming from Masonic organizations and things like that, they're really interested in people that have a lot of power. Jeffree Star has a lot of power, or he had a lot of power when it came to like the beauty industry as far as selling products and maybe his pull on YouTube. But there were a lot of people out there on YouTube at the time, like PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, I mean, on and on and on, you know, that had 10 times more power. I mean, music stations, things like that, that had 10 times more power than Jeffree Star. James Charles, is he part of the Illuminati too? I have a really hard time believing that they all meet up in Italy once a year and James Charles, he's like, oh, hi sisters, I'm here for the Illuminati meeting. No, I don't believe that, okay? So what is, I'm just interested, what does the Illuminati have to gain by getting rid of Jeffree Star? Does Jeffree Star know something about the Illuminati? Does he have something in the Illuminati? Or is this him just stirring more stuff up? And then he's gonna come out with the Illuminati palette. That's probably what it is. Okay, so he put that out, and then he said, in 2020, I was going to expose everything. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He can't even talk about his hairstylist saying mean things about a woman. He can't even address that. How is he going to come out and talk about everything? Jeffree Star has never come out and talked about everything. Never. I mean, this is such lunacy that people are believing this. When you go underneath this tweet, people are like, do it. You should do it. Oh my God, expose everybody. Why did he never has come out and told the truth about anything? That is such BS. Like, I mean, why are we believing this? This just cracks me up. Okay. In 2020, I was going to expose everything. Well, if you were so, okay, here's the thing. As a human being, okay, let's just legitimately think about this. We've all watched the Netflix shows and the movies at this point, right? Of where there's somebody on the run because they're getting, you know, somebody's trying to kill them. If you're that afraid of your life from the Illuminati, why would you expose everything? I'm confused, okay? Why do you think that that would be your good move, to expose everything, when you're so afraid that the Illuminati is going to kill you, that you escape to Wyoming and sell everything and leave California, that your number one answer to that is that you're going to come out and do a tell-all about the Illuminati? I ain't buying it. Okay. In 2020, I was going to expose everything. In a matter of days, the Hollywood elite tried to ruin my entire career, villainize me. Oh God, girl. Oh my God, I can't. Oh, Jeffree Star using that word villainize. Could somebody go and do a video where they capture all the times that Jeffree Star has said the word villainize? Oh, they're always trying to villainize me. Oh, they're always trying to villainize. Oh, everybody's making me the villain. I'm the villain of YouTube. I'm the villain of TikTok. I'm the villain of this. Girl, don't nobody care about you enough to villainize you anymore, okay? Villainized me and flooded the news with lies to discredit me. If you guys only knew the truth about what they are doing to Britney and Kanye. Okay, so now he brings in Britney Spears and Kanye West, all right? And I have something I want to say about that. But if you go back to 2020 with Jeffree Star, okay? The drama with Jeffree Star in 2020 was not that big. Like, there really wasn't tons that was going on. That was on the tail end of, like, cancellations and things like that, right? Okay. Because that was the beginning of the lockdown. I mean, that was March, I believe, of 2020 was when we went into, like, the lockdown. There wasn't really a lot. I mean, all these YouTubers were just sitting at home. They weren't doing anything. They weren't getting involved in a lot of drama. So I don't know what he's talking about when he's talking about the news was trying to discredit him and the Hollywood. Who, girl? Who is trying to discredit you? Hair by Jay? You know, Hair by Jay because he gave you a bad wig and he got on an Instagram story. You should have fired him a long time ago. He's been the worst thing for your career ever since. Those bad old lady wigs that he's given you and going off on an Instagram live where everybody saw who you surround yourself with. That's the truth right there, you know? Instead of getting in a video where Jeffree Star, he could have done one last YouTube video since he's been saying that he's going to sign off of YouTube, right? He could have got on one last YouTube video and today or tomorrow or last night, and he could have talked about how grateful he's been for the career that he's been given. You know, what a crazy year it's been and how tough it's been because he's gone through some really, really difficult things in the last year, which he has, which I don't wish on anybody, you know, and that he could have talked about how grateful he is for the audience that has given him this amazing career that he's had and that he's taking it to TikTok now, and thank you for YouTube. He could have done this amazing video where he really shows the gratitude. And for me, I could have got there and been like, damn, like he really maybe has changed as a person. But no, he wants to talk about how he had to go to Wyoming because of the Hollywood elite. And then he wants to pull into Kanye West, who, girl, seriously, Kanye West, I mean, with all of the comments that he is making right now in the news, like Kanye West is seriously problematic, okay? Let's not blame that on the Hollywood elite, okay? Let's just not. I mean, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and if it comes out that the Hollywood elite and the Illuminati are the ones that are forcing Kanye West to sit in a room in an interview and make, you know, anti-Semitic comments, I don't know how you do that to somebody. I don't know how you force somebody to make those comments. But the fact that Jeffree Star is kind of indirectly defending that, that's kind of problematic to me, all right? That he's like insinuating that it's other forces that are doing that. Now, the Britney Spears thing is completely something separate. And I think the Britney Spears thing is very concerning and very worrisome. You know, but I also think that she's trying to live her best life right now. I think, you know, there's a lot of things that are concerning that are going on about that. I'm doing some investigations of my own that I want to do like a video about that, you know, maybe in a week or two talking about that. So, you know, but I think the thing that bothers me the most about this is that this is kind of a Gabby Hanna move. This is where Gabby Hanna, like Britney Spears gets out of her conservatorship and Gabby Hanna says, I'm really going in today, aren't I, kind of? This is like old school Peter Monn. But Gabby Hanna says that she wants to write, you know, lyrics and songs for Britney Spears and do this song for her. And I'm like, girl, you are so riding the coattails of this girl, this woman that just got out of this 13-year conservatorship where she has like literally lived in misery and had her life controlled for her. And you're out tweeting about how you want to write songs for her and do pop ballads with her. This is not the time. And when Britney Spears right now, nobody really knows the truth of what's going on. Jeffree Star has the nerve to come out and make some flippant comment about the Illuminati. You better have facts to back that up when there are a lot of people that are really, really worried about Britney Spears right now, you know? I don't know. It's just like, to me, and it's like, and then people are like, did his Twitter get hacked? Why is he tweeting these things out? No, his Twitter didn't get hacked. He then goes on to tweet, because I'll tell you why his Twitter didn't get hacked, because he woke up today and he said, "Good morning, everyone. How are you?" with 2 eye emojis and a heart. So then he said, anyone who challenges the system gets eliminated. Okay, that was 23 hours ago as well. Apparently, you know, for all the people that say that he doesn't tweet his stuff out, he doesn't block anyone, he doesn't do that, it's his team. Apparently his team had a lot to say last night. Jeffree Star's team had a lot to say. And I'm sure, you know, on New Year's Eve, it's been a mass meeting of the Illuminati. They're like, oh, hell, what are we going to do today? I mean, now Jeffree Star has spoken up. What are we going to do? He has pulled the veil away from the Illuminati. Jeffree Star, you know, he's pulled the veil away like a lace front wig. What are we going to do? Now everybody knows the truth about the Illuminati. Girl, not nobody care about Jeffree Star and what he has to say about the Illuminati. So is that his book that he's doing? Is that his tell-all book that he was trying to, like, people were trying to kill him from the Illuminati? Okay. What's this book? What was that what was that book called about Paris and all that places? Why can't I think of his name? Dan Brown. Is this another Dan Brown? Did Dan Brown and Jeffree Star write a book and they called it, well, that was the Da Vinci Code. So did they write a book together about the Illuminati and he called it the Yak Ranch Code? The Yak Ranch Code, is that what this is? Okay. So then Jeffree Star goes on and he says, this is what I love the most, right? Okay. At that time, before all this, he was hanging out, the only person he was hanging out with in 2020, all right, what, if you remember back then, was Tati Westbrook, Shane Dawson. Those were the only people he was hanging out with, and Hair by Jay, okay? Prior to that, it was Manny and Laura. Prior to that, it was James Charles. Prior to that, it was all these beauty influencers. But this is what he has to say. I still have a soul. Okay, can't say that about a lot of these demons I used to surround myself with. Well, who are you talking about? Laura and Manny that get in a podcast once a week and just talk about pop topics and how good of friends they are with each other, that they're just kind of funny and they go over to each other's houses and they make TikToks. I mean, that doesn't seem very problematic to me. I mean, James Charles, he continues to be problematic because he just is, you know. Tati Westbrook, I mean, she's kind of gone on and done her thing, and she put a video out this week with her sister. She doesn't seem to be that problematic to me. And he just came out in a video series with Shane Dawson still saying he's your best friend of life, you know. So, I mean, he's giving platforms to predators that are going to be editing his podcast in 2023. I don't know what you mean by not having a soul, but, you know, that's Shane Dawson, who you still surround yourself with. So these demons that you used to surround yourself with, like Manny and Laura, that are getting in a funny ha-ha podcast, or Tati Westbrook that's doing a video with her sister, yeah, those are pretty serious demons compared to the other people that you're surrounding yourself with. I don't know that Jeffree Star really has any kind of finger on the pulse of what a soul or demons means, honestly. So that's that. Then, if you go underneath here to the tweets and the replies, this was interesting. So on his tweet, what a crazy effing year. I escaped the Illuminati in 2021 and they still haven't killed me. Every day I wake up grateful. And this girl responded to him and she said, the elites are real. I'm not doubting that the elites are real, okay? Or that there's some power structure in our world that makes decisions about things happening. I don't doubt that. I've read enough suspense novels. Listen, okay? I believe in Santa Claus, the Loch Ness Monster, and aliens here on Earth, okay? There's not a lot like Bigfoot that I don't believe in. Do I believe in the Illuminati and all that kind of stuff? Sure, it makes sense. Do I believe they're concerned with Jeffree Star and what his next palette release is? Absolutely not, okay? The only thing that they might be wanting Jeffree Star for is that setting spray because it stinks so bad they could use it as a weapon. But anyway, she said the elites are real. Kanye is in hiding because they are trying to get him. Kanye is in hiding because of the anti-Semitic comments that he has made that has ruined him for every business venture that he has done. And now his family, meaning Kim Kardashian, is coming out and speaking against him and saying that there are serious mental health issues going on here, right? Which still don't make you an anti-Semite. I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot here that's going on. I'm not saying that I'm not concerned about what's going on with Kanye West. I'm also not super defensive of the man either, right? Like, let's just talk about this for a second, you know? I mean, you can talk about arrogance, ego, and pride. So she said the elites are real. Kanye is in hiding because they are trying to get him for exposing a lot of SHI tut. Blood sacrifices are real. Stay safe, Jeffree. And Jeffree Star said, oh, he didn't say all that, but I did. You have no idea what you are talking about. Well, first of all, it's kind of condescending. It's 10 times worse than you can ever imagine. Just be thankful you are on the other side. I am thankful that I am not being blood sacrificed by the Illuminati. I am. I'd exchange yak ranches, camels, and a bunch of pallets for not being blood sacrificed. Who's trying to blood sacrifice Jeffree Star? Okay, so then the next thing I have to tell you, which is so funny, is that, so I follow this guy on Twitter. I reached out to him, I asked him if I could read this, because I don't know why, it was just so accurate, but it was so funny to me as well. And his name is Miguel, and he said, yeah, absolutely, you can, or he said, sure, you can read it. So anyway, I guess I should probably say exactly what he said. So I reached out to him and I said, he said, go ahead. That's what he said. Okay, let me get to his tweet. So he retweets or reshares Jeffree Star's tweets, okay? And then he says on here, you guys, this is so classic. He says, the Illuminati, LMAO, more like the public found out about your racist and problematic ass past and you didn't like being held accountable. Also, you're not that important to be in the Hollywood elite. That's for actors and artists, not influencers, LMAO. Lastly, your brand flopped and no one wanted it, so they started selling at TJ Maxx. So yeah, spare me the story about that Illuminati. Exactly. Anyway. What's he gonna expose? It's like Jeffree Star thinks he can put something out there, and like the thing is that he thinks that anybody will believe it, and the reality is there are people out there that are believing it, okay? If you are out there and you are somebody that is really believing this story about Jeffree Star and the Illuminati, I would beg you to ask, since he was so quick to want to expose them in 2020, I would say, can you give us maybe a few factual pieces of evidence so that we can go on that? Because in the past, Jeffree, you've made some very serious allegations and there's been no backing of it. So if you can maybe just throw out maybe just one piece of evidence, you know, maybe a picture of like a car, you know, following you or something like that, maybe that, you know, and he seems like he's able to defend himself, I don't know, with all of them yaks and the guns and all that, you know, camels, and so, I mean, I don't wish any harm to Jeffree Star, don't get me wrong, and if there is any truth to this Illuminati story, I wish him all the best, I do, but if that were really the case, and we know that the Illuminati is like the biggest supposed power structure in the world that's controlling everything that's going on behind the scenes, why would you tweet out about it? That would probably make you maybe one of the stupidest people in the world. Just saying. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.